And welcome to MGTracey. Now, many moons ago, Keurig pulled out of Europe, but now many manufacturers are starting to offer great machines that will run KCUPS in the UK. Obviously, we have a different voltage to the Americans, so it needs a slightly different machine. And we can now have all those classic American brands in coffee brands in the UK. So one of the things to remember, that the K-Cup is a much simpler system than many of the ones that followed it. A lot of the ones that followed it run under a fair bit of pressure, so they have quite complicated tea discs or pods or whatever. But also with the K-Cup, you've got 11 grams of coffee grain in here, which you don't have anything like that in Nespresso and the other brands. So it is sort of worth recycling. And if we have a look here, let's try and zoom in on that, where you can see that little triangle there. Now that means that this is recyclable plastic. So if you want to do the good thing for the planet, then we need to just not chuck these so they get burnt or go into landfill, but they need to come apart. Now it is a bit messy, it is a bit faffy, but it's sort of worth doing. So on the top here, the first bit you've got is the foil, and you can see I've put a little container down here because we're going to get a fair bit of the ground coffee, that's spent ground coffee there. So the foil is obviously easy to recycle. In the UK, that one, like the plastic, can go in your green bin. Doesn't want to have food waste on it though. The grains themselves, and I say there's quite a lot in here, you can just get that out there. You can see that coming out there. Now this can go in your food waste recycling, or if you have a compost, of course, you can put it around the plants. Plants love coffee, and they like coffee almost as much as me. Now the other next bit you've got inside your K-Cup is actually basically the filter paper. So that bit needs to come off. You can see it there. Now, if this is fully recyclable, in that you can just compost that if you like, if you've got your own compost. If not, you need to give it a little bit of a rinse to get the food stuff off, and that one can go in your paper recycling, which in the UK is kept separate from the plastic and the foil. So a quick whiz around here, you can give this a quick rinse out when you've done a few of them, and you can see you've got a nice clean plastic cup which you could reuse for something, and actually make quite useful starters for seed kits in the spring. You can just have them all lined up. Of course, you've already got the drainage hole, which is quite clever, and you can start your tomato plants, etc. in there, or you can now recycle it. So your plastic and your foil can go in the UK green bin, this can go in your paper, cardboard recycling, and this can go in your food waste. So anyway, we're doing our bit for the planet. It looks a bit messy. It's all right when you just do half a dozen together. Obviously, make sure that these pods have fully cooled down before you do that. Or do that, they've still got hot water in them. So please like, share and subscribe. Come back every day for a bit more fun with coffee, vacuums and lots of American fun. See you soon.